Hey, welcome to another episode of Behind the Bar podcast, brought to you by the coaches and clients of RT Fitness Durham, Sunderland and the Barbell Club, where we take you from complete beginner to photo shoot ready. So today's episode, me and Luke, we asked in our group, the RT Fitness private group, we asked what questions you would like on the podcast. Laura Cleves gave us a great one. Took us about half an hour to answer it, deciphering it all. And obviously by what sort of people mean by these kinds of questions, breaking it down for everybody, and hopefully it shed some light on the question. So please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, share it with your friends, and most of all, enjoy the show. So this one literally got a question from one of our lovely clients, Laura Cleve. I think we're going to go I think there's loads of components to this question. If you're looking to lose weight and get fitter, is it better to do more reps of lower weights or fewer reps of heavier weights? And what difference, if any, does it make? So I think, if you're looking to lose weight.
It's like an onion, that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it is completely. But I think it's one like a lot of misconceptions around it, or so much misinformation in any way, I suppose. So if let's just start from it. If you're looking to lose weight, what would you say to someone for that part? Because I know it's layered with what's better with the rep ranges and stuff like that.
Yeah. Weight's all diet, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Calories in, calories out.
Energy balance.
So you'd have to split. Training's a bit irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because you can lose weight walking.
Yeah.
So you'd start them off with the diet, how to track all that crap, with the walking, which is just physical activity.
Yeah.
It's a standard now.
Movement.
150 minutes.
Yeah.
On the NHS's website.
What is it?
150 minutes a week.
150 minutes per week. That's what they tell you to do. Or baseline,
line.
is it right? Okay. That's low.
It's like 30 minutes a day.
It's
roughly
20 minutes a day. Less, isn't it? What did you say, 150 minutes?
Yeah.
140 minutes is 20 minutes a day, so it's
30 times 5.
22.5? Fucking hell.
It's not much at all.
It's like, that would be...
The other recommendations, they do 2 weight sessions.
Oh, is it?
On top of.
Right, okay.
That's it, all right.
Well, that's going more in the right direction.
It's all changed now.
Oh. But they lose weight and get fitter. So is it better to do reps?
Solely on the diet. But then the training bit comes into it a bit more.
Yeah.
With the muscle mass, lean mass. It's one of them, isn't it?
I think probably what Laura's trying to mean here is in essence, which burns more calories. I think burning more calories, because if you think of it
in terms of the session wise.
Yeah. Because I think that's what you could, if you could simplify it. Yeah. Well, it is exactly. I think if it's got, well, let's go into it. Let's go into the layers. So it's basically, if you're looking to lose weight and get fitter, so what's on there then? What's the advice through the weight training to get to the point of losing weight and getting fitter?
At the base, to lose the weight, you're going to have to look at the diet and then probably lift heavier to increase lean mass, because that comes back at you with more muscle, more calories burned.
Yeah.
Higher BMR, look better.
Yeah.
Because you carry more muscle anyway. In a nutshell. But then training we broke down, there's 1,000 different ways to train.
Yeah.
So you can even go into them, if you know what I mean.
Right. I think the premise of this, not the premise. I think
I'd just say lift heavy.
Yeah. But it's like, say, right, well, because the thing is you can lift heavy. Some people have better stimulus to higher reps in a way to add lean mass. I think the thing is with this one, Laura itself, is like you are wanting to add as much mass as possible in a sense of where you feel comfortable.
It's like the old saying that, it's a podcast I listen to, Mind Pump.
Right, okay.
Listened to that before?
No.
They're all like ex-coaches and stuff now, but like there's a couple bodybuilders on it.
Right.
And they always say you should always try to be a bodybuilder. You never will.
Yeah.
Because it comes with genetics and all other shit. But if you do what they do, because in essence bodybuilding's been about low fat, lots of muscle, a little bit of cardio, lots of weight training. That's the foundations of the fitness in general. They just take it to the extreme, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You should always train to look like a bodybuilder.
There's a saying, train like a bodybuilder, look like something. Do you know something around those?
I know, I couldn't think of the saying, but that's where they always draw back to it.
Yeah.
Because most people never will be Ronnie Coleman.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just not how it works. But if you're doing all the things that they do, you're going to improve the way you look anyway.
Right. So what would you recommend in terms of that then? Would you do 3-4 times a week?
That comes down to convenience for people.
Right.
So when I write programs, it depends what they've got available. Because if I could give someone a 6-day split, I could give someone a 3 and they could get the same results.
Yeah.
It's just the stimulus through the week. It's normally the baseline's 20 sets or something now.
Yeah.
Per muscle group. So you can do that in 3 full bodies, or you can do it in 6 push-pull legs with a rest day. But like the sessions change based on the way the programs are wrote. So if it's a 6-day, you're only going to be in the gym half an hour. If it's a 3-day, you're probably going to be there about an hour, maybe more, because you're doing a full body. It just depends on their availability to train. 'Cause generally, it's 4 or 5 days for most people. Some people do 3 if they're really busy. It just depends.
I would say it's more 3 these days for people.
It is, but then they'd come down to the 3 full bodies. I can run push-pull legs with the rest days. Generally, the 3 full bodies. So that's another one from the bodybuilding style. It was the 80s, I think.
Right.
It became popular to do 3-day splits, and they were doing full bodies, but they would have them more rest because you grow when you don't train.
Yeah.
So when you're recovering, so they were getting a lot more recovery and just going fucking balls in on their training days.
On a full day.
Just a full body, 3 times a week.
3 times a week. And then resting for the rest.
Resting for the rest of the week.
Right.
Sure, Dorian Yates do.
Right, okay.
How many times did he win the Olympiad?
6, I think.
Stupid like that.
I'm guessing, yeah. I think 6, yeah. Haven't looked into it in a while, but
it is crazy. Like all types of training work.
Yeah.
You just got to do it.
It is. It's right. It's like I think. I know this probably is questions from a lot of people, including Laura herself. But it's like I think people are always looking for
the fucking magic one.
The magic one where it should just be like just start and
just anything. Like, even if you just went and did what you enjoyed.
Yeah.
You're going to start moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean? it is. I think it is, but I think within like this, it is like a fucking onion. This one,
because you can even go into the different like rep ranges. Like you don't have to do a specific, and 8 to 10.
Yeah,
you can do a 12-15, an 8 to 10.
Yeah,
5 to 8, whatever, and then back up whatever you want.
Yeah,
it's just as long as you're reaching that point of failure on the last couple.
It's hitting the muscle stimulus, isn't it? Yeah. But then again, the stimulus for the muscle isn't to be losing weight.
Yeah, it's to grow it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so that you've got...
Because that sounds like someone who... there's a way to explain it, but I can't remember. The way I'll explain it like you've got your muscle and then your fat, where they meet in the middle.
Right.
So if you grow this
Yeah.
and you never lost any of that,
Yeah.
you'd still reduce your body fat percentage.
Yes.
If you do them both at the same time,
Yeah.
you know, you're shrinking body fat percentage and you're getting leaner. Win-win. But if you just lost fat, you're just going to look the same.
Yeah.
You just become a smaller version of
Smaller version of yourself.
Smaller version of yourself, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we use. So all these people who do Slimming World, where it's like it doesn't promote high protein or anything like that, so they're not even keeping the muscle mass as they're getting smaller, and yet say they only walk, all they'll ever be is like the look still that out of shape.
It just looks smaller.
Just smaller, it is.
It's weird.
And
that's how it works.
Yeah, and I think the thing is with Laura and everybody really, it's like you've got to be having some muscle stimulus, like so that when you do come down, you don't look like a bag of shite.
There's many thousands of ways to do it. But there's body weight.
Yeah.
There's CrossFit, even though it's Olympics and cardio.
Yeah.
They're normally really good for weight loss because of the coaching. But then that comes down to, is it just a PT?
Yeah.
It's a group PT session, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's the same with our Carnage program. They're still getting muscle stimulus within it.
Yeah.
It's like some of them, like, yes, it is a lot of body weight stuff. It is like HIIT orientated, but when you're picking up the fucking 32 kilo kettlebell,
not the 4.
Not the 4, well, exactly. And I suppose that's the thing, what we can use with Laura there, because it's like, if you're constantly picking up the same weight but just doing more reps, it's not going to change you.
Yeah, it's not stimulating.
Yeah, it's the stimulus stops. And then that's probably, say, to the point of where a lot of who we coach as well need to pick up that bigger, say, kettlebell. Like when they're doing that type of training anyway.
Yeah, HIIT stuff.
Yeah.
It's a big one, that.
It is, but it's good because, like, I mean, if you want to lose weight, get fitter, is it better to do more reps of lower heavy weights? It's doing it all. It's doing it all, but then you'll get fitter as a byproduct. I think the fitter, we haven't even discussed the fitter bit.
I know.
Do you think weights get you fitter?
Yes, in a different sense. It's like sport specific.
Yeah.
So whatever it's like when you get people who are quite into like boxing or something.
Yeah.
A sport of any kind, rugby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they want to maintain the fitness and look better and do the sport.
Yeah.
And then they end up burning out because they do everything.
Right.
Through the week, rather than if you want to be good at a sport, if you want to be better at being fitter, or if you want to look better, you either have to focus on the weight training,
Yeah.
the diet, do the sport only with maybe 1 or 2 training sessions, like weight training,
Yeah.
or cardio or whatever. If you want to be fitter, then you're going to have to focus more on the speed interval stuff.
Yeah.
So say you want to be better in your sprint time when you're playing. You want to be doing the running blocks prioritized, with the weight training being in the background and the sport being maybe 1 day a week.
Right.
You've got to kind of balance that out. So if you either want to be fitter or if you want to look better, you've got to prioritize one.
Right.
If you try and do them both, you'll either burn out or it'll take you a long time. Do you get what I mean?
100%. I think it's like whatever you need to think of, just like if you had one specific goal, it'd be easier. But everybody wants everything. Like
it's basic periodization in training.
Yeah.
You need to like split things up because you can't go all out intensity, all out tempo, 24/7.
Yeah.
It'll just crash.
We'll be seeing that in January with fucking
It's the genuine.
general January. The amount of people who will start in January. I am training 4 days a week. I've signed up to the Great North Run. Fucking, I've signed up to the High Rocks. When was the last time you trained? 3 years ago. Fucking come back January, 7 days a week. Fucking don't say them after February.
Whereas if they just did 1 or 2 or 3 sessions
Yeah.
and walked
Yeah.
they'd probably lose all the weight they wanted by March.
Yeah. Would you say, I mean, look, going from this, because that just come into my head there, like, so I think lose weight and get fitter. So I think with getting fit, I think comes with losing weight, because I think for general people, do you know, for fitter, like, they probably get out of breath going up the stairs.
But losing 30 pounds of fat is going to make that easier anyway.
Exactly. They're going to be automatically fitter, because I think most people out there, for the ailments, knees, back, whatever, or fucking out of breath at the top of the stairs, just fucking lose 20, 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And most people probably need to.
So it's like that, it's like what I'm saying, where you've got to focus on one. Normally they feed into each other.
Yeah.
Like in sport, if you want to be a better rugby player, but if you do a lot of weight training, you got to be stronger. Better on rugby, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If you lose a bit of weight and you're focusing on aesthetics, you're going to get less out of breath, less back problems, so on and so on. And my back never hurts when I'm cut.
Yeah.
When I'm bulk, I'm just fucking stiff.
Right, okay.
So like, it's part of gaining and losing weight.
So would you say, like, say all of her things combined, would you say then, like, say our Carnage program? So lose weight, get fitter, but she's on about, like, say, more reps, heavier weights, stuff like that.
What is she on already?
Carnage.
See, I always think women should weight train anyway.
Yeah.
It's like that all fucking rumour. What was
Yeah.
it? Classes for women and
Pink dumbbells.
fucking, yeah, like what was the Cardio Bunny?
Yeah.
That was the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the saying they made up, and then it was like, why? But then it was CrossFit who came about and popularized it. What would you call it?
Made popular?
Made popular for women.
Yeah.
Because they just trained women and men the same.
Yep.
And then it was like, all these girls are lifting heavy weights.
Yeah.
And look mint. And then it kind of carried over into the general fitness space. And now you see a lot more girls weight train. I think it comes with the more information and stuff anyway. But like, women should always lift because of the hormones and they're prone to osteoporosis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it does balance all that out for them.
Especially getting older as well.
Yeah. So I think it should be better off on barbell.
Yeah. But do you think that, well, I always think from Carnage, for everybody, it gives you a good base, especially if they haven't done anything for a while.
It's a good intro.
Yeah. It's a good intro.
It's a nice feed into it.
Because it helps us as well, because when we get completely brand new barbell, it's quite hard to get them into positions where they've had to do bear crawls and jump about for 90 days at least. Then it gives them, they've got movement then again.
And that should be like the 90 days thing should be where you start to figure out your diet.
Yeah.
Because then you could hit that full pelt.
Yeah, and you could be 40 pounds down if you've got the weight to lose and you move to the barbell. Well, yeah, man, we always get that, don't we? We get the people moving across from there.
The ones that always seem to move over are the ones that lose a load of weight on the shreds.
Yeah, they do, because they've got a base. That's the thing, they've got that base. They know that they've got to fucking put the graft in.
Probably to do with the stimulus that we're talking about as well.
Yeah.
Because you come from this and then you get more stimulus over there.
Yeah.
From doing the heavier sessions.
It is. Like because I know when people are on Carnage, they're looking across, they fucking just stand about. But it's not, they've maxed themselves out like fucking 8 reps or whatever, and then they need that rest.
Trying to do 6 reps just wipes you.
Oh yeah, it does. Exactly. So I mean, we'll answer the second part. Is it better to do more reps, lower weights, or few reps, heavier weights? And what's the difference?
So even that comes with so much different conflict and research and opinions. Look at Olympic lifters.
Yeah.
One they're doing one
One
threes.
reps, yeah.
Constantly.
Powerlifters, 1 reps.
Want the fries, aye. It's like, but they're all massive.
Yeah. There's this YouTube guy, forgetting his name. And he's like a proper fitness model. But all he does is powerlifting training.
There was a time when power building.
Right.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Was it between powerlifting and bodybuilding?
Yeah, it was like a good mix up between them.
I know Lane Norton did it, I think he called it FAT, PHAT, something like that, training.
Yeah.
Like it was his program, but it was like complete mixture between the two.
That was popular for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like just all basically heavy lifting.
Yeah. And then doing the fluff work,
Yeah.
high reps, but it all works.
So, but then you've got CrossFit athletes. It's normally reps for time.
Yeah.
Or max reps or whatever.
Yeah.
AMRAPs.
Yeah.
That's all high rep.
Yeah.
But some of their pros, especially, look like fitness models. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like.
But generally the high-end CrossFit athletes don't do WODs every day.
Nah, they're very sport specific on that.
Yeah, they're like quite low rep stuff during the training phases. I'd probably ramp it up a bit as it comes to competition time.
I hate the fucking. Have you seen the way they do it?
What?
For the CrossFit Games. They put all the workouts out with all the gyms across the world.
Yeah, the WODs, yeah.
it.
It's quite dying now, though. I think
I think bodybuilding's coming back, especially in women.
I think it's always like I think the last few years it's been fucking brilliant.
Like that show that I did, the bikini division was like 20 lasses.
Right. Okay.
And there was what 6 in mine.
Right.
And like in the bodybuilding ones, some of them only had like 2.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like I think it's just to do with the trends. So women's bodybuilding's coming up, men's is dying out a bit, but classics kind of coming through.
Fuck.
It's a bit of a weird trend at the minute.
That's show ready though, isn't it? What time are we on?
21.
21.
But like that, no, like I mean in like for the numbers across the categories.
Right.
Just people wanting to do it.
Yeah. I think, I think we'll say bodybuilding. Yeah. Weightlifting.
I'd say there's more women over there than there is.
Well, there is.
Men now.
There is.
What's the split? Do you know?
It's about 50-50, to be fair. Out of close to 100 across the 2 units, it's about 50-50, which is brilliant. I mean, the thing is, we've tried for years, obviously, to try and push that into women and stuff like that, and I mean, it's fucking mint to see. I mean, look at the results.
As strong as out.
Fucking they are.
Katie last night, what was she doing? 190 on the glute bridge.
Jesus Christ.
Strong, I like.
And that's tiny, and she's tiny.
Yeah. She's like 5'4" or something like that.
Do you think it's empowering them?
Yeah.
This is coming from 2 fucking men here talking about, is it empowering women?
It definitely does, though. Because like they always... Well, we'll use Abigail.
Yeah.
Last night, wouldn't you come... When I told her to do glute bridges.
Yeah.
She was like, I can only do 25.
Yeah.
And then I stuck it, what was it, 80 on it?
80, yeah,
and she
yeah,
smashed
yeah.
it out for 8.
Yeah.
And she was buzzing with herself.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You want them to feel good and strong.
Yeah. Because I think when women concentrate so much on the weight, which they do all their life.
It's that number.
Yeah. And when they can focus on a weight or rep range, doing something in here, like doing 5 chin-ups, something like that, when you see the faces in anywhere, I mean, I know Paige's face doesn't change much, but when she done a 90 kilo bench, she was buzzing.
I mean, they're always buzzing.
Yeah.
Which is what you want, I mean.
And on that, when we did the 1 reps for them all, they were fucking going for it. I mean, you'll see them strongman. Think of when we do the strong competition.
Who won it last time? Katie.
Katie, yes. 3 times.
Fucking. Who was second?
There was Shell, Nicola.
I remember
from
one.
Sunderland.
Was the second or third was buzzing?
Nicola.
was that goal on it, like the...
No, Deb was 4th.
I know she really wants to win it.
But I'll tell you what, that's a good example, because more women turn up to the strongman than our men. How fucking mad's that?
It is pretty mad, like.
But I think it does. I think it gives them...
Because I remember there being like, 8 lads last time. So
Yeah.
it wasn't very many.
No. It's shit because we get... Like, I think we've had it before where there's been 16 girls turn up and fucking 8 lads turn up, and it's like, how, man? And we've got a 50-50 split. But I think it's men's egos don't let them come in.
And like I said, it's coming up in women.
Yeah.
Heavy lifting, which is a good thing because it's getting away from that stupid cardio thing. It was the magazines, I think, back in the day.
Whoever was popular at the time, celebrity-wise, because basically that was your social media, glamorous magazines. But it was, and that was it. I mean, I know it's before your time, but in every household there was always a fucking glossy magazine, and on every glossy magazine there was always someone's lost fucking doing the toast diet or something like that.
Toast diet.
Yeah, Sarah said before on her podcast about our gran, when after she died and they cleared out the house, there was snippets from magazines for all these diets,
Fucking hell.
like cutouts.
Fads.
Yeah, over the years, and that's what people thought was to do.
It still is.
It is on socials, but I think with women lifting weights on socials, women share more about that.
I don't know if it's to do with the sponsorships as well.
Yeah,
It's in sport, a lot more going into it because they have more followers, they share more. It's basically marketing itself.
yeah,
So like, could be a factor to it. It's like McDonald's when you see anything they do is strategic.
yeah. Well, I think the thing is though, it's like for say, I think for a woman to share, I think they'd prefer to share a video of them doing a deadlift compared to a video of them doing a steps class.
Yeah,
Like, I think that gives them that more, I fucking done that.
beast.
Yeah, and it is, and fucking so they should. But I mean, we'll finish on this question-ish if we again.
And we went off on a tangent.
I know, if you, so this was the question. If you're looking to lose weight, get fit, is it better to do more reps of lower weights or fewer reps of heavier weights, and what difference, if any, does it make? I think we've answered it, to be
I
fair.
would probably, like, if you were just summarising,
Yeah,
lift heavy, do your diet side of it,
yeah,
and walk.
yeah. Losing weight comes down to calorie balance. Getting fitter is a byproduct of just doing something. And obviously...
Unless it's a specific goal.
Yeah,
I want to run a 6-minute mile.
yeah,
It's going to be different. But in general,
yeah,
losing 30 pounds, you're going to feel better anyway.
yeah. And lifting weights does raise the heart rate anyway. Like when you're doing a heavy leg day, your heart rate's going up, which in turn works your cardiovascular system. So yeah, it does. And difference-wise, not really, is there?
It's like say, just get in the gym and do something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything complicated.
And I think it is. I think our carnage gives you that good base. And once that's done...
Even if you just went in and did some squats,
Yeah,
you got to stimulate some muscle.
yeah. Well, they do goblet squats, don't they?
Just anything.
Yeah, it is, I think that's it. Good one. Nice.